Hello everyone, I Kanire Chirag, Faculty of Diploma Computer in Dr. Subhash Technical Campus. Welcome all to Lecture 7 of Unit 5, Toast, Menu, Dialog, List and Adapter. In this lecture, we'll discuss about SQLite and SQLite data type, SQLite OpenHelper class, creating database without SQLite OpenHelper class, and SQLite database class and cursor. So, first topic is SQLite. SQLite is a heart of Android database support. SQLite is an open source database. SQLite database that store data to text file on a device. Android comes in with built-in SQLite database implementation. Android supports SQLite, which provides a relational database for mobile device. We can perform different query operations in SQLite like Oracle. SQLite does not require a separate server process or system to operate. The package android.database.sqlite contain all the required APIs to use an SQLite database in our Android application. SQLite is a well-regarded relational database management system. It is open source, standards, lightweight, and single-tier. It has been implemented as a compact C library that's included as part of the Android software stack. By being implemented as a library rather than running as a separate ongoing process, each SQLite database is an integrated part of the application that created it. They reduce external dependency, minimize latency, and simplify the transaction locking and synchronization. SQLite has a reputation for being extremely reliable and is the database system of choice for many consumer electronic devices including many MP3 player and smartphones. Lightweight and powerful, SQLite differ from many conventional database engines by loosely typing each column, meaning that column value are not required to conform to a single type. Instead, each value is typed individually in each row. As a result, type checking isn't necessary when assigning or extracting value from each column within a row. So next is SQLite data type. Data type in SQLite, it basically specifies the kind of data that object will store in it, means the value it can take inside for storage. There are different type of data like numeric, alphabetic, alphanumeric, etc. So to store all this type of data, different data type are there. Also the data type defines the value to be stored or the operation that can be carried out over the data. SQLite database is dynamic type, means the type of value to be stored in the container is decided by the value itself. In other words, SQLite use static and rigid typing, means allow us to define data as per value. Let's take example to understand the point more clear. Here is in the above example we define data type of number as an integer and name as a varchar. In second line we inserted character value in number and number in name using insert command. This query will run without any error because SQLite engine allow rigid typing, usually try to automatically convert value to the appropriate data type. Storage class. First is null, the value is a null value. Integer, the value is signed integer, stored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 byte depending on the magnitude of the value. Real, the value is a floating point value, stored as an 8 byte IEEE floating point number. Next is text. The value is a text string stored using the database encoding UTF-8, UTF-16BE or UTF-16LE. Next is blob. The value is a blob of data stored exactly as it was input. Next is SQLite affinity type. In order to maximize comparability between SQLite and other database engine, SQLite support the concept of type affinity or column. Type affinity is a recommended type for data stored in that column. Any column can store any type of data. The preferred storage class for a column is called its affinity. Each column is assigned following type affinity: text, numeric, integer, real, and none. Now in next we can see the data and type affinity. For integer we use I. We can also use for int integer, teeny integer, small integer, medium int, big int, and unsigned big int. In int2, int8, type affinity is integer, and character to 20 is length, varchar to 25, varying character to 25, nchar, native character, end character, text, zip, lob. For we use the text, and blob for blob type affinity. Real, double precision, float we use real. Numeric, decimal, boolean, date, and date time we use numeric type affinity. Next is SQLite Open Helper class. The Android.database.SQLite Open Helper class is used for database creation and version management. For performing any database operation, you have to provide the implementation of onCreate and onUpgrade method of SQLite Open Helper class. SQLite Open Helper class is an abstract class used to implement the best practice pattern for creating, opening, and upgrading database. By implementing an SQLite Open Helper, you add the logic used to decide if a database needs to be created or upgraded before it is opened, as well as ensure that each operation is completed efficiently. It is good practice to defer creating and opening database until they are needed. The SQLite Open Helper catches database instance after they have been successfully opened, so you can make requests to open the database immediately prior to performing a query or transaction. For the same reason, there is no need to close the database manually unless you no longer needed to use it again. Database operation, especially opening or creating database, can be time consuming. To ensure this does not impact the user experience, make all database transactions asynchronous. Now we will see the constructor of SQLite Open Helper class. First constructor contain context, string name, SQLite database.cursor factory, and integer version is used for create an object for creating, opening, and managing the database. And second constructor contain SQLite Open Helper is contain first argument is context, second string name, next is SQLite database.cursor factory, and next one is integer version, and one more argument is database error handler is used for creates an object for creating, opening, and managing the database. It specifies the error handler. So these are the constructor available in SQLite Open Helper class. And methods of SQLite Open Helper class. There are many methods in SQLite Open Helper class. Some of them are is onCreate, called only once when database created for the first time; onUpgrade, called when database need to be upgraded; void close the database object; onOpen, called when database open; get a writable database, open or create a database for reading and writing; get a readable database, creates or open a database for reading only. To access a database using SQLite Open Helper, call get writable database or get a readable database to open and obtain writable or read-only instance of underlying database respectively. Behind the scenes, if the database does not exist, the helper execution its own create handler. If the database version has changed, the onUpgrade handler will fire. In either case, the get read or write table database call will return the cached, newly opened, newly created or upgraded database as appropriate. When a database has been successfully opened, the SQLite Open Helper will catch it, so you can use this method each time you query or perform a transaction on the database, rather than catching the open database within your application. A call to get writable database can fail due to disk space or permission issues, so it's good practice to fall back to the get readable database method for database query if necessary. In most cases, this method will provide the same cached writable database instance as get writable database, unless it does not yet exist or the same permission or disk space issue occur, in which case a read-only copy will be written. To create or upgrade the database, it must be opened in a writable form. Therefore, it is generally good practice to attempt to open a writable database first, falling back to a read-only alternative if it fails. Next topic is creating database without SQLite Open Helper class. If you would prefer to manage the creation, opening and version control of your database directly rather than using the SQLite Open Helper, you can use the application context open or create database method to create the database itself. After you have created the database, you must handle the creation and upgrade logic handled within the onCreate and onUpgrade handler of the SQLite Open Helper, typically using the database execute SQL method to create or drop table as required. It's good practice to defer creating and opening database until they are needed, and to catch database instance after they are successfully opened to limit the associated efficiency cost. At a minimum, any such operation must be handled asynchronously to avoid impacting the main application thread. Android database design consideration. You should keep the following Android specific consideration in mind when designing your database. Files such as bitmaps or audio file are not usually stored within the database table. Use a string to store a path to the file, preferably a fully qualified URI. Although not strictly required, it is strongly recommended that all tables include a auto-increment key field as a unique index field for each row. If you plan to share your table using a content provider, a unique ID field is required. Each database query is returned as a cursor. This lets Android manage resources more efficiently by retrieving and releasing row and column value on demand. To execute a query on database object, use a query method passing in the following: an optional boolean that specifies if the result set should contain only unique value, the name of the table to query, a projection as an array of string that lists the column to include in the result set, a where clause that defines the row to be returned. You can include wildcard that will be replaced by the value passed in through the selection argument parameter, an array of selection argument string that will replace the wildcards in the where clause, a group by clause that defines how the resulting row will be grouped, a having clause that defines which row groups to include if you specified a group by clause, a string that describes the order of the return rows, a string that defines the maximum number of rows in the result set. So now next topic is SQLite database class. It contains methods to be performed on SQLite database such as create, update, delete, select, and etc. First method is insert. Insert a new row into database table. Delete method delete row from database table. Query method perform a specified database query and returns matching result via cursor object. execute SQL method, execute a single SQL statement that does not return result data. Raw query, execute an SQL query statement and return matching result in the form of cursor object. So next topic is cursor. Database queries are written as a cursor object rather than extracting and returning a copy of the result value. Cursor are pointer to the result set within the underlying data. Cursor provide a managed way of controlling your position in row in the result set of the database query. The cursor class includes a number of navigation functions including but not limited to the following. Move the cursor to the first row in the query result. Move to next function is move the cursor to the next row. Move to previous, move the cursor to the previous row. Get count, return the number of row in the result set. Get column index or throw, return the zero based index for the column with the specified name, throwing an exception if no column exists with that name. Get column name, return the name of specified column index. Get column names, return a string array of all column names in the current cursor. Move to position, move the cursor to the specified row. Get position, return the current cursor position. Android provide a convenient mechanism to ensure queries are performed asynchronously. The cursor loader class and associated loader manager were introduced in Android 3.0 and are now also available as a part of the support library, allowing you to leverage them while still supporting earlier Android releases. Thank you for watching this lecture. For more video, like our YouTube channel, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.